Guys, welcome to Never Split the Party. This
Hello.
is our third episode, and as we've done in the past, we're going to do character intros. My name is Dustin. I also go by the Arbitrary Nerd, and I'm going to be the GM forever and always, no matter what I say, cry, scream, whatever. Next up, oh god, let's do it in the Twitch order, which means I have to have Twitch open, which means I don't know where it went. Who's next to me? Go.
I think that's me.
Yes.
Sure, we'll go with me. My name's Patrick. I play Reich, also known as Rai, etc., etc.
Handsome.
I am the Shunta envoy, an actor, an all-around handsome gentleman.
Wait, are you even near me? Oh no, we're in the old split. J-Man, you know we're using Roll20 tonight, right?
Yeah, that's why I made the other
just making sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is
Mike.
Yep. So I'm Michael. I'm playing Zero, who's a operative android.
Thank you, Michael. Chris.
I'm Chris, aka Gutskitter. I am a Yusoki by the name of Milla, and I am a mechanic.
Milla.
I'm next. It's me.
It's Milla.
I guess I don't need to officiate. I guess you guys can just run wild.
Well, I have the preview right there. I can see
I'm
you,
okay.
unlike some people. Anyway, like I said, I'm next. I'm Nick. I play a Yusoki, which is rat folk as well for those people who are unfamiliar with the Starfinder term. His name is Brawl, and he's a soldier. He doesn't talk in a Boston accent.
It's just really, really catchy.
Neither does Milla. Boom!
Oh!
Yeah.
My name's Justin. I'm going to be playing Seeker, who is an android technomancer and artist by trade.
Milla the chinchilla.
Hey, Justin, if anyone wants to send you information or recommendations on the overlay, where should they get you at?
You can probably just Twitch. Does Twitch have PMs or anything? Cause
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They have
Or you
whispers.
you can just PM.
They can
Never
join
Split
our
the Party.
Discord.
Or we also have anything down at the bottom there. Never Split the Party Discord. Never Split the Party podcast on YouTube and Facebook as NSTP Cast.
And on
Discord.
Facebook. Did somebody post
So
to Facebook?
you know all those things. You can
Chris
always
posted
just
to Facebook.
Thank you,
post
Chris.
there.
You're welcome.
All right. So last time we were all separated because, we're not really officially a party yet. Yeah, and Pat. And you guys were all making your way to Dead Dome, one of Pistol's 10 interconnected domes. Dead Dome being the one that had an accident about a decade ago and hasn't been inhabited since. The dome that would normally contain its atmosphere is shattered and opened into space. You guys are all heading there for various motivations, but all in relation to, for the most part, the crashed ship that you guys saw from separate domes that struck the Dead Dome. You guys don't know exactly where the ship is, but you guys all did manage to get to the end of the dome via exiting the station, avoiding the security that was guarding the hallway, and basically spacewalking your way underneath the station or to the side of the station for some of you. And you guys arrived in different orders. I believe first up was Miller, is that correct?
Yep.
And you were solo. And then following you, I believe, was Brawl and Zero. Is this correct?
Sounds right.
And following in dead last and almost dying, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Episode 2, not even a party, dies.
We have Seeker and Rai.
I'm always a party.
And that will matter a little bit because you guys will be entering the encounter, which is where we're kind of starting, staggered a little bit. All right. I do have a question for you, Miller. So you've spacewalked. You're outside of Pistol. If you look up, you see some more intersecting hallways that go up, some that go to the side. You see the different large domes. These are pretty large. They're about, I think they were 5 miles in diameter the last time I tried to measure and figure out how big it should be. So they're pretty decently large. And again, there's about 9 of them that you could probably see from your vantage point. There are 9 of them. I don't know if you'd see them all from where you are. How do you enter the Dead Dome? and I'll describe it for you a
Yes,
little bit.
please.
It's every dome has a metal base. Basically, that's where all the subsystems would be. It's like the station's basement, sewer system, all the mechanics that are kind of hidden behind that. Someone's keyboard is hella loud. And above this kind of base is the dome, which caps it. Looks very much like a snow globe. This particular snow globe is shattered. It's only got about half of the globe left, and it's very jagged. Inside, you can see, if you were to look from, I guess, over the jagged edge, you would see a giant factory, buildings, most of it exposed to space. We'll talk about that depending on which way you enter. And that's the general description. You are right now at the end of the hallway, which is, again, you're outside. You're still spacewalking. You're in your spacesuit. You're good to go. You did see some other groups enter before you, and what they did was they just entered the hallway. They found a hatch, got into the hallway, and then entered through the standard entrances, which is how you would generally enter a dome.
All right. Is it possible that I could go back out and enter through the exposed ceiling? Or how far away is that?
The only problem there,
Yep.
and it's possible, it is not metal. The dome itself is not metallic. So the boots that you use to travel across Pistol don't work. So you would have to finesse some zero-G maneuvering, and then also have to figure out how to get into the system. I don't think you guys come standard with any kind of jump jets, so it would require some finagling.
All right.
And it's a big dome. It's about I think it starts at the peak. I want to say is like a mile above the base level.
Sure. Would Miller be able to make a check to see if he knows any maybe ventilation shafts that he can kind of crawl through?
Ventilation shafts, no, but he could go underneath the station into like the basement access.
All right.
And it would be similar to the way he entered. Actually, you did not. If you remember from last time, it would be similar to how I think it was who actually left that way. Brawl and Seeker. I think it's how they left the station.
Brawl and Zero.
Sorry, Brawl and Zero. I'm looking at them next to each other. Brawl and Zero left the station through an access hatch. They have access hatches above and below the station. So one into the basement sublevel, and then one that goes into the actual dome itself. And those are spread throughout, all the way around. You can find them most definitely.
Sure. Yeah. I think that'd be more up Miller's alley.
So you're going to not enter the hallway. You're going to be going through the.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. He wants to avoid a lot of the commotion.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you're looking specifically more for the basement, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you crawl along.
He does know that there is a sort of risk involved too. He's going to have his weapon drawn.
Okay, and remember, you are in a zero-G environment at this time.
Mm-hmm.
You're connected through the the magnets in your boot to the metallic floors and I guess walls technically at that point. As you crawl along the edge of the space station, you find the first access hatch, and you attempt to access it and notice that it is locked. There is a terminal.
What kind of lock is it? Computerized, mechanical?
Definitely computerized. It's made for outside access, and you can't leave access open. So it has a. You'll be expecting to see a pressurizing area, and it does require some sort of password access.
Sure. Got you hacking it?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. 22.
How does hacking work for you? What do you use? You don't just type away.
Well, as a mechanic, I actually have a little kit with me that will allow me to hack into things. I just kind of plug it into a jack and just start hacking away.
Okay. All right. And did you make your check already?
Yes, 22.
Yeah, you totally hack it. The hatch pops open. It actually pumps out air. It depressurizes, which is important to note. The entire station is not exposed to space. And you are able to get in, depressurize by shutting the door, and the following door opens as soon as it's safe. And you are now in the basement. And you hear a commotion coming from above you, which we'll come back to as we go to our next group, which is Brawl and Zero.
Cool.
That's me.
And
I mean, you're one of the two. So you guys were a little bit behind Miller. You did end up going a relatively similar path, and you guys have finally reached the end of the hallway. as far as you guys have seen, you have not witnessed anyone else enter the station. Do you guys try to do anything else other than enter through the hallway?
I don't believe Brawl would try to do so.
The group of people we were following, how do they seem to want to enter?
Right. You guys are traveling with a group of 3. They look like scavengers. They're people whose trade is usually picking up things people left behind, even if they had to make them leave them behind. They are a little bit.
They graciously allowed us to join them after I convinced them to let us join them, and you almost ruined that.
That my fault. They're specious.
Yes, well, a little bit. They are 3 humans, which is important to note, and apparently they are not overly fond of androids. They actually just want to enter right through the hallway, and they want to get right into it. They think that, let's do this in character.
We can't really talk to them.
You guys have personal comms in your suits that would
I'm in,
distance to distance.
Not in a suit.
Well, you're going to keep your mouth shut then. Good call. Android does not need to suck air. It's totally fine.
He would still be able to talk. He doesn't have to keep his mouth shut.
He would. Fair. That's fine. No one would hear him scream, though.
I mean, you can't really hear. There's no sound if there's no air to vibrate through, right? I mean,
well, the comm systems will work fine.
Yeah, if you have
right, but
thing
I
over your
can't.
Face.
No, correct. Zero will not be participating, but to the group, the leader, the kind of brusque one who was overly rude to Zero already, says, "All right, boys, guns out. I expect we're not the first ones here. We're going straight in, and we're going in hard."
I don't got guns, but I got these.
One of the other guys like, "Why did you bring this guy?" The leader shrugs. That's his response. He just shrugs, visibly in the spacesuit. Brawl, any complaints about entering through the hallway?
Nope.
All right. Charging in does seem your style. All right. Justin, how quick are you able to switch to Roll20?
Like this quick?
The Twitch has a delay, so this is awkward.
Oh, well, instantly. So.
Hey, nice. All right. Oh, that black line does look like crap. All right, back up. Let's switch you guys over to the right window. All right, tell me if you guys should be seeing, and I'll describe the scene to you a little bit. Actually, I can open up a Twitch, right? I'll actually finally be able to see what you guys can see. This is going to be great. You guys see everything I want you to see. Perfect. All right, and we have Brawl and Zero arriving first. Who is this guy? That is Miller. Let's make... All right. We have a Rat Folk and Zero. Now to give you guys control. Unfortunately, Chris does...
Zoom right in on that. See what he looks like.
For the record, I made these tokens myself. That's why they are so snazzy. And I didn't have any source material to use. Oh, hey, Roll20 froze for me. That's fantastic. I maybe used Facebook pictures if you guys are humanoid characters. Justin, I can't wait for you to see yours.
Oh, boy.
I can't actually give access to this. Why not? What layer did I put this in? I put in the wrong layer. That's fine.
Everybody listening to this should really watch it so you can see, because it's pretty funny.
This is a good example of something, Nick, that we'd want to edit out for the podcast, but you don't have to worry about that. I will. So keep nonsense like that in, or at least talking about things visibly. Where are we looking at? Objects and tokens. There you go. Now you guys have it. I'm going to give you guys control of your characters, which is what I was trying to do. I didn't want to give you control beforehand because I didn't want you guys to see it. All right.
Wait, should I have access or control of my character?
You are in the basement. You shut your mouth.
Oh, all right. I thought that was a Yosoki. I don't know.
It is, but it's Brawl.
Do you know the other
Rat
folk?
Right. For some reason, I thought he was with Justin. Ignore me.
I do not have... Oh, no, there we go.
You do now. You leave me
took
alone.
a minute.
I am a little slow. All right. I'm going to describe the scene that you see, and then we're going to navigate back to our late bloomers in terms of that. We'll start the encounter with you guys in it, and I don't know exactly when Seeker and Rai come in, but that's fine. So what you guys have entered into, at the end of the hallway, you are immediately met by a large conveyor belt. And I will actually ping things so everyone can see what I'm talking about. So here's the large conveyor belt dead in front of you. It is not moving. Looks old. Looks a little decrepit. You see holes in the station floor if you look too closely. There is a giant asteroid of some sort on the conveyor belt. There are boxes strewn about. These all look very junky and old. There is atmosphere in this area. It looks like the station's magical safety precautions against venting atmosphere are actually still functioning, despite this being, as far as you're aware, an uninhabited dome. What you see here are some somewhat hastily made tokens that I made, and the yellow guys are all shooting at the red guys. And in terms of their appearances, they would be scavengers, bandits, rougher-looking folks that you would have seen around Pyramid Station Alpha. You wouldn't necessarily recognize anyone in person, but this is standard kind of people you'd see. There's some androids, some humans, some shapes that are bigger, could even be Vesks in there. They are all wearing spacesuits and helmets up, and it does appear they have drawn scythes and are attacking each other. You guys have entered in the middle of a fight.
It seems like they all resemble Power Rangers to me, but
That was unintentional, but it was a quick color swap of some free art. That's what you get. These walls are walls of factories. They vary in heights, so at least 30 feet up, but then as they get into the center of the station, it gets higher and higher. It basically builds a giant castle factory as you get to the center. This here, with all the broken down walls, that is actually a hole into one of the factories. There are some pipes that seem to be attached to the factories. The darker red, ugly color is the roof for all intents and purposes. And this fella over here that I'm pinging next to is actually on the roof next to a catwalk connecting two different buildings. These here and here are hallways deeper into the center of the station. And over here, you can kind of circumvent the factories going that way. And it's the gap in between the factories and the station walls. Questions on the looks of this place before I move on?
negative.
Fantastic. All right. We will get back to you guys in this encounter. I
do have one question. The three people we came in with.
I do not have them. I will find something for them. You know what? I think that. Oh no, I'll use some old tokens that we have. I think I have some that would be fine. I'll worry about that in a second. In terms of you guys now, we'll come back to you, but you will be starting this encounter before everyone else. Seeker and Rye. You guys had a little bit of a longer path to get here. You had a little bit of a rough issue getting out of the hatch, the hangar bay, but you have now made it to the end of the hallway and are outside of Dead Dome. You guys do see some flashes of light coming through the like half-frosted glass that you can't really see through for the dome itself. But otherwise, no sound due to you being in space, and no other things for you to see. How do you enter?
Usually through a door.
There is a door that goes into the hallway from the outside.
Well, that seems like probably the best way to go, considering there's no other way in, is there? I mean, I want to check around to see if there is multiple ways in. How about that?
So if you look up, you know that the glass from you've seen the exterior of the station before in a hole. You know the glass is actually shattered, so you do know that if you had some way of getting up there, you could go through the top of the dome. That's one option.
Fall down.
That's a potential option as well.
Dome.
You don't really know the full content. Some of the dome is very reasonable to expect is exposed to space. You don't know about the nature of the rest of the dome.
Yeah, actually, is there gravity in there?
Again, until you get in there, you're not 100% certain. But at least parts of it, you know, are fully exposed to space.
I guess I can't really talk if we're out in space. Unless, I mean, would I be able to hook it? Because I'm an Android, can I, like, hook up my communication device to, like, my vocal modulator or anything?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got a comm device. You can plug it into your vocal modulator because you specifically have.
Well, I have a few aux ports.
Do you really?
I don't know. Probably do, I'm sure.
However you want to make it work, man. If you can swing it, I'll probably allow it.
Do androids have Bluetooth?
Depends on what color they are.
Stop it. No. No, stop it. Bad Justin. That's going to be the title of the episode. We're going to get a lot of views.
Yeah. Doubt it. Right. How do you think we should get in? I think we get in from the top if we wanted to, but there might be gravity, which means we would fall, if you didn't know.
I don't say anything. I start walking towards the door.
That's a good choice, too.
All right, you guys get through, depressurize all the fun space stuff, and you guys are in the hallway, and you guys will be appearing in, let's see, you guys kind of jumped right in, but you were a little delayed too. We'll say for the sake of keeping you guys separate, 2 rounds. I will say they're a little bit longer than the standard 6 seconds provided, just because of the nature of I don't want to deal with this nonsense. All right, so into the fight we have going on here. The yellow guys have 1 initiative value, and they will act as a unit. And the red guys have 1 initiative value. They will act as a unit. So very specifically, for all in 0, I will need you to roll for initiative. You guys have not gotten notice from them at all. And I will say that your 3 people you were with immediately scurry and kind of get out of the fight. They just actually bounce along the perimeter. But they're not very cohesive. 2 go south on this map, anyways, south, and 1 goes north, and they actually just kind of just skirt the entire fight.
I got an 8.
All right. 0, what you got?
13.
Were you muted and talking to me?
Yep.
Never do that again. All right, and Brawl, I'm sorry, what was yours? It was an 8?
Correct.
And that means, okay. And what's the other color? Perfect. The yellow folks are going to end up going first, and I'm just going to have them make a collective attack, which is fine. They're all shooting at a couple of the red guys. I'll roll for the randomness of that. And they're firing a variety of weapons. We've got some lasers. We've got some more traditional projectiles. They're all trying to be careful, and no one's using anything more like bigger than like a handgun. You're not seeing any of the bigger rifles you might expect, and you're not seeing like anything like a bazooka or a rocket launcher, or whatever the hell the space rocket launcher is. Right?
Sprocket launcher.
No. Wow, these guys have absolutely no armor.
Thanks for letting us know.
Shh, shut up. And what is the damage roll for this bad Larry? Okay. I'm just going to make a generic damage roll for the red guys. Oh, crikey. And what do we have there for... Okay, perfect. So it looks like the yellow guys seem to be a little bit more on point. They take their time, aim, pull the trigger, and then they do make hits. How many guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And all 6 of the red guys take some sort of damage, whether it's like a graze on the arm or graze on the helmet, and a couple guys maybe take leg shots and go down below cover, which they are in. The little boxes that only take up 1 square are half cover. The larger boxes or any obstructions that are more than 1 square are full cover.
Can you repeat that?
Little boxes, half
Yep.
cover. That's important for, yep. And then the bigger boxes are full cover. Anything bigger than 5 foot square is a bigger box. Anyone who just got hit was leaning out. But everyone on the red team just took a shot, it looks like. And then up next is 0.
So if you're looking at the map, these things right next to us that I'll ping,
Those are rusted out, damaged, and decayed, and it looks like some things have been stolen. They look like they were at one point maybe some sort of metal hand railing that was arranged on the perimeter of the dome. They are now mostly junky garbage that would only impede your movement if you tried to move over them.
All right. So first thing we do is I'm actually going to talk to Brawl, and I'm going to ask you, should we join this, or should we just ignore it and go around?
So visibly there, you said there's 2 hallways and then the entrance to the building on the left or top of the map up here.
So this is an entrance into the building. These are hallways deeper into the station itself, which is more than likely where you want to be going. You do see some sort of light coming from the gaping hole into the factory wall. Make a perception check for me, both of you. Just real quick.
17.
Okay. 0, you at least notice over here where there's a pipe section. You glance that there is some sort of computer terminal. Just as a heads up, it's just one. The only other standout feature is that there is a computer terminal set against this pipe over here.
I got a 7.
You have no idea. You realize that the floor you're standing on is grated metal.
Ooh, wow. Hey, did you know? Yeah, I mean, I guess I would Brawl rather would kind of charge through on the right hand side here. Over here where there's seemingly less red folk to deal with.
And so, to be clear, this guy is up on the corner of the building, and this special colored grate or special style grate is the catwalk. You can pass underneath it without a problem. Catwalk is 30 feet up.
Yep.
In the future, I will not be making maps straight up in Roll20. I realize how much of a pain it is. I will be making them in Photoshop or GIMP, and then I will be transferring them over. That'll be much better than this nonsense. This is 100% using purchased Roll20 assets.
So you want to try to go to the bottom one?
So I'm gonna be like, I'm going that way. And, pointing straight over here at the hallway with the catwalk above it.
All right. So not that there's much to hide behind, but I am going to move south on the map and try to just stay and observe more for now.
Okay. No one's looking your way. The red guys are, but they're very focused on their shots. So I'm going to say that they're not really paying attention to 2 newcomers. Next up is Brawl.
All right. True to his word, Brawl's going to go that way. All right.
He says
I love that you've drifted from Cockney to some other English. Now you're straight up from down under now.
I was hearing some
That's how we like it
Australian
down there.
last time too.
Right.
I'm fairly certain that by episode 7 he's gonna be Czech.
I'm actually going to suck your blood.
No. Nick,
All right,
please cut yourself from the street. All right. Continue.
How's Brawl even moving? Who's directing him?
Uninstall Roll20.
I believe my move speed is 20?
30. Starfinder does not truck with slow folks unless you're a dwarf.
Right. Then I have moved, and that is all I can currently do.
All right, so you kind of sprint up ahead, and you get real close.
Nick,
Yes.
you can try running by running.
Oh, yeah, double move.
Yeah.
Right. I gotcha. All right, yeah. So what is this
Actually,
like a hole in the
run,
floor?
Double
That
move.
Run is quadruple move.
There you go.
Withdraw.
Quadruple move.
Yes, and you can only go in a straight line.
Oh.
Withdraw is
I can't. I can't quite do a straight line.
Do we want to go over like a really quick combat rules thing for people that might not know the combat rules? Or
describe them as you use them, and
Okay.
that should be fine. We will do a combat primer, I think, on some of our aside videos. We'll do some tutorial videos on Twitch that will eventually port to YouTube as well. But for now, for this, just as you're using it, explain if it's the first time it's being used and if it's been a while. So what you're looking at, Brawl, sorry, is that set of gears is a hole into the basement of the floor, and the box over the hole is about 10 feet high.
Okay. How high is this? I'm assuming this is like a belt.
It's set
Or is
into
it
the
just
floor.
floor?
It's 100% part of the floor. At the end is a closed down grate that would normally be open, so the belt could feed into the factory.
Is it moving currently?
No.
Okay. Then I'm actually going to pull myself right up over here behind the cover of the rock in between the box.
All right. I'd say in terms of your movement speed, you probably would have sprinted just up the thing.
Yeah.
And that would have been fine. Where you guys actively started on that wall, I wasn't super worried about. Yeah, so you just kind of you sprint full on ahead. And at least everyone in yellow now knows where you are. You are very much noticed.
Yep.
Uh,
We'll see how that works out.
That's totally fine. I'm going to even assume, probably aren't even paying attention to them at all. A couple of the red guys probably noticed you sprinting, but as you haven't yet open fired, no one seems to be looking in your direction, which is good because they are up next. They fire a volley back at our friends in yellow. Oh, God, they're actually doing just fine, too. And they hit. So 4 of the yellow guys take shots as well. And I need to roll damage for that. They take slightly less intensive hits. These are like maybe box spray kind of cuts into them from the boxes getting shot. One dude gets shot in the shoulder, but comes on back. He must be wearing armor under his kind of exosuit. But 4 of them do take blows. And do there, and that's good. And then we've got a couple of repositions. This guy is going to move, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, using the fun movement rules of Starfinder. The first diagonal is 5. Everything after is weird, so screw it.
5, 15, 20, 30.
Yeah, it's weird. That's math. I ain't doing that. And I don't think anyone else is actually going to reposition. Everyone else is pretty good there. Okay. And now, next up at the end of this, we're going to add Miller.
All right.
Miller, you are under the floor, and you can be in the vicinity of... Let's see, how many holes do I have? I have 3 holes into the floor. I don't care where you are. You can be here, here, or here, and consider them basically like a spawn point.
Hold on, I didn't see that. Oh, that's the third one.
Yeah, sorry, it took a second.
I will be right over there. This here, the second one.
I'm sorry, could you ping that again?
Right there.
Okay. All right, let me actually give you a token then. I guess that's probably what you're looking for. So we need to bring that to the token layer. That's going to be you, and then I need to give you control of it. And this is going to be... you used your real name. That's confusing. You should now have control. I will still drag it over to this. You are in the hole. Now, however you would like. What you have seen are both different groups of people seem to be shooting at each other. It's hard to tell whose side is on whose, because despite my coloration for my own purposes, these guys are all very differently dressed. There is 0 cohesion to these guys.
All right. Wow, it's a goddamn war zone out here. What do I see?
So around you, you've got a red guy and a red guy. We'll say that is a looks, as far as you can tell, you think it's a Lashunta because of the way that the suit is really nicely dressed, and the helmet's a little bit different. And you, from your experience, you think that's probably because of the antenna. He is taking aim and shooting at the yellow guy down the way here. Ignores you entirely. You've got the gears below you aren't actively working. You are pretty certain that they're attached to or some sort of assembly part to the conveyor belt that you are next to.
Yeah. That was actually going to be my next thing. Can I see any sort of mechanical apparatus that would start it?
Give me a mechanic check.
Engineering?
I don't care.
15.
15. You see that there's a lot of parts, especially the 3 gears that are kind of around where the Lashunta is standing.
Mhm.
But in terms of how to fix it, you don't quite see the obvious connection. You think maybe if you looked a little bit more, you might be able to find it. But in this first blush, you do not see it.
All right. How high am I, or how low to through the ground am I? Like between this guy that I see here and where I am. Like, what is the height differential?
So you're standing on a gear.
Uh-huh.
You're like, for you, like waist high is how you can get. You can be poking just your eyeballs up, but if you were to stand up fully, you'd be waist up to the floor.
Um.
In terms
Yeah.
of cover, if you were to try and use it that way, it'd be half cover.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna see if I can look around for a way to start this conveyor belt.
Okay. So you're going to take your time looking around.
Yeah.
Roll perception. I'll give you this a different check, but then that's going to end your turn.
24.
24. You notice that there actually are, on a little bit further look, there is a couple of spots where those gears on the corner could probably fit. Now, in which order and everything would take a little bit more engineering know-how. You also, out of the corner of your eye, notice that there is a computer terminal, and as it's the only one that you can see in the area, you likely think it might have something to do with it.
Right.
And that's about as much as I'll give you.
All right. Can I use a move action to grab those gears? How big are the gears?
They vary in size, but you're accustomed to it.
Okay. So I will grab them.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
I think it's called athletics in Starfinder. If I'm wrong, please.
Yeah, there is an athletics. 1d20 minus 1. Whew, 2.
All right, you have no problem grabbing them, but the problem is that you weren't very suave about it. You're just ready to go. As you grab one of them, it bats against this red guy's boot, and he immediately turns around, like looking a little terrified. But he has aimed his weapon at you now, and I'm going to end your turn.
Whoa. I ain't here to hurt you.
We will see how he responds to that when it's his turn. And let's see, I said 2 turns, so 1 more turn, and then we will have Seeker and Rye join. But we're going to go back to the yellow guys. Let's see, is anyone... No one is particularly worried about the rat folk who just scurry, but we'll have this guy move up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He gets up there next to you. And to Brawl, he kind of gets up against this like asteroid on the conveyor belt next to you, and he says, "Who you affiliated with?" over like a guttural calm. You're not sure what species he is underneath his mask.
I'm with none of these guys here. I'm just trying to get in.
Independent contractor? Good luck, man. Don't get shot. But also, if you get in our way, just so you know, you're going to regret it. I'd recommend you go home. And then he takes aim and takes a shot at one of the other guys, ignoring you. All right. So you can respond to that if you'd like. You don't have to.
No worries. I'll look out for you.
All right. And this time, the opposing side, the red side, is able to get behind cover better, and they hunker down. And so there is no additional damage spread on their side. Their shots go wide. Does anyone else move? We're going to have Homeboy on the end here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Fantastic. All right. He charges up into the fray. Looks like he's trying to make it into the red guys after shooting. And do I have anyone else wants to move? That's going to be a big old negatory, making it Brawl's. Nope, sorry, Zero's turn. Your name being the digit 0 is going to throw me.
Well, that's good.
And the silence continues.
No, I'm trying to see how far I can move. Because of the stupid diagonals.
They're not stupid, they're just inconvenient.
Well, it's just every second diagonal that you take is 10 instead of 5. That's it.
Yeah. 5, 15. I'm going
25.
to move. Yeah.
15, 20, 25. 5, 15, 20, 30.
All right, so you move up there, and what are you doing now?
I'm just going to stay in cover, and if the guy next to me asks me any questions, I'll answer.
Okay. He does not, but he does acknowledge your presence, and he turns to you. He has a weapon in his hand, but as his turn is over, we won't know what happens there. Are you making any actions?
Just that I have my weapon ready, but not pointed at the guy.
Okay. All right, and Brawl, you're up.
Okie dokie. So would I be able to possibly squeeze in between the box and the rock here, or am I forced to go around the guy who is also now behind cover?
If you were not a rat folk, I'd make you go around. But as you are a rat folk, you will be able to squeeze in there without any impeding of your movement at all.
Okay. So by chance, does this guy here see me? Not currently,
He's
probably.
not actively looking at you. He's got other things on his mind, including the guy who kind of just approached on his, what would be his left. So he's not actively looking at you. But again, you're right in his field of vision anyway, so any movement will probably draw his attention.
I thought so. Okay, so I'm going to move into range here.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to try to bop him one.
Oh, Jesus. All right, yeah, you're fine. I will give you a bonus for that. Go for it.
All right, let's see. First time roller here. It's not how he's talking. That's just me. Let's see. Is there like proficiency or anything, or am I just?
This is why you should have macros already made, Nicholas.
Well, you know what?
I don't know how to make macros.
If I didn't have other things to do.
That's why we give your login to Chris, Patrick.
Give him my password? You're a crazy person.
You heard me. So in terms of what your roll should be, it should be your strength modifier plus whatever. Do your fist, like, do you have like gauntlets or something on? Like, what are you actually striking him with?
So technically, it's a battle glove, which would be a melee martial weapon, I believe.
Okay, so if that adds any bonus, it's that plus your strength modifier, and that's your.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and I'm sorry, you have you should have a base attack.
Yeah, so it should be that 16 plus whatever bonuses you're giving me.
That's gonna hit. That's no problem. Roll for damage. Describe where you hit him. As a little rat folk scurrying, you slip in between this rock and this crate, and then you come out fist flying at this unsuspecting scavenger-looking dude.
So I'm gonna go right for like a kidney shot, just boom.
Like you punch. You're kind of okay. That's fine. I don't think you know where kidneys are, but that's fine.
No. Well, what do you mean?
They're behind you, bro.
Man, you gotta go around.
Yeah. All right.
Like you curve the bullet, curve the punch.
You saying you reached around?
Yeah. Sure did.
All right. Good job, Rob.
All right.
Nothing technically bad has been said yet.
I said it the way I did.
All right.
I hate all of you. Oh no.
I mean, fingers on the button, but.
And it does 3 damage.
3? That's weak sauce. You sure 3? What the hell did you roll? A 1d1? Cut it out.
No, I did 1d4 plus 2.
All right, sure. Roll better, bro.
I guess I got it, man.
Hey, you can't roll worse.
Yeah, sure. That's one way to look at it. All right, yeah. So you sock him. First of all, he's really confused as to why you actively reach around. But like, you kind of hear like a muff, like, oh my kidney, and
I know exactly what that is. Oof.
Christ. And then the red guys get a react. All right, so they're gonna make their shots. First, I'm going to make against the red guy shot. However, 2 of them are no longer shooting at the yellow guys. So mark that. That's going to be 4 people shooting at. Oh, God. Those 4 people miss horribly. They might be confused as to what else has just changed on the battlefield. and a complete whiff. So they're at a stalemate right now. Now, however, Miller, you startle the guy far too much. He takes a pot shot at you. And I don't think he's going to do very well, but what is his to hit again? That's actually not bad. It's not going to be great, though. That's going to be 14.
That is my, against my what? Energy?
This guy is using a, this would be kinetic.
Kinetic is a miss. Woo-hoo-hoo!
All right, so he kind of pops off, and he's got like a semi-automatic pistol, and it like digs up the floor next to you as he misses, and he still looks startled though. He's definitely engaged with you.
Do I get a second to talk to him?
Yeah, go for it.
Whoa! Hey, I ain't looking to mess with this rip of a time you got here, but I'm just looking for pots. Let's calm down. I just want a couple pots, and I'm gonna screw.
That's awful. He flips you a gesture of obscene intent, which we'll have to invent because I do not want to use the standard. But then he does turn away from you. You are still definitely like one eye on you, but he's turned back to his already engaged fight.
Frig, the nerve of this guy.
And for my other rat folk, he is getting picked on. The guy you just punched in the kidney, makes an attack on you, and curses. 14 against your kinetic armor.
It is 17, so it misses.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Actually, he's using an energy pistol. Your EAC.
14.
What did I just say? 14.
14.
Hey, he tags you. He tags you with a little laser pistol, like a little pocket pistol, and this one does slightly different damage. Okay. And blammo. Balls. He rolls like you. You take 2 damage. He grazes you. As you kind of get up close, he's a little concerned. He takes a shot at you, and it kind of grazes off of your shoulder, and it puts a little hole in your suit, your exosuit.
Ow.
Is that your response in character?
No.
Cut that out. All right, so that's them, and now Milla, you're back.
Oh, all right. Do I have the gears in hand?
Yeah, you have all 3.
All right. So I kind of tuck them under on my arm. Can I do?
Whoa.
What is that?
Is that me?
Yep.
No, it looks like Justin.
What?
No, it's Mike.
No, it is Mike. Yeah. Your microphone's farting. Your microphone's farting.
Do you have your phone next to your computer?
I think he muted it.
Buddy.
Are you secretly Skrillex?
No, it's all right.
That's where he gets all those robot noises from.
All right. So can Miller take a look around and see where he might be able to figure out where these gears would fit?
Yeah, you saw a couple of spots, but the problem is where they go in the order, because these are all slightly different sizes and with a different number of whatever you call the ends of cogs, the pegs, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take a engineering check, and it will have to be a little bit higher than your last one, if that wasn't clear.
16.
That actually is a little bit higher. That was fine. I think it's 1 point difference from what you had last time, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you needed. Yeah, you were able to plug them in, and you do see that you've got a perfect connection. They fit flawlessly. They seem relatively clean despite being here for, you think, at least 10 years. Just because that's the history of the dome. No one should have been here for at least the 10 years. There does need to be some sort of ignition, however, and you don't see anything below that sets it off. However, you have, let me get rid of those gears now so it's not confusing. You did, I hope this gets the right ones. Yay, bam. You did manage to plug those in. It does look like it is ready to go. But yeah, you're pretty sure that the panel that you saw is probably the trigger.
All right. Do I have any more actions left?
I'd say that was an action. So you've got a move action.
All right. I'm going to hop up and kind of jump around the corner here. Just kind of scout in the area.
So what you just stepped in is another hole into the thing. Now you can scurry from hole to hole. That's fine. There are gears.
All right, yeah, actually, no, that's perfect. Yeah.
And as a rat folk, I'll give it to you. If you were something else, this would have been a trip. You would have fallen into the hole. But again, I'm going to give you guys some inherent mobility, especially you with an engineer. I'll probably give you a couple passes that I won't give other characters. Rye would have fallen on his face. I'm just saying.
Hey.
All right, you guys, is that so? You're doing scouting around down that hallway. You don't see anyone else. It is a tight hallway between a couple of factory buildings, and there are like windows, some busted out, some not. When you go too far out, it looks like there's a black wall. Like it looks like the hallway ends, but it doesn't look like it's jagged or like a damn. It just looks like
Does
just
it
everything
look
like vision.
outer space?
It could look like outer space, but you don't see any visible like pinpricks of light. It's just a black wall.
Okay.
It looks unnatural. It's natural as all hell because like it cuts into a factory at a weird angle, and it's just that's how it is. It's a wall down the end. I'll say it's probably another 100 feet away from you.
Cool.
All right. Nothing else of note, although you can see into this hole, I guess, a little bit if you look around, and you actually see that part of the factory inside is burning. That's what the light is. You don't see what exactly it is, but there are some flames kind of looking at the edge of that hole. And I will be very clear, not big enough to support a crashed spaceship. That's not what I'm suggesting.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. We're at the top of the order, and we're going to add our new folks right to the top. So, Rye, can I get... Yeah, okay, I'm just going to say, Rye, you're going to go first. And let's get you to the token layer.
Oh, God.
As we walk out, so I was saying, it is much better of an idea that we came through this way, because we did not fall down into it, because it does seem like we do have some gravity here, and that would probably hurt.
Is that...
I continue to not say anything, but you can audibly hear me grinding my teeth.
Is your token transparent for you?
Do I have a token?
It's not there yet? Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong layer. There we go, and now it's not transparent. Yeah.
Oh, do we get to? I'm gonna zoom in on this.
I have to say, I've never actually enjoyed myself as much as I do right now.
Oh, God. I even have antenna.
Yes, I gave you antenna.
But I'm not blue.
I did have to cut your lady out of the picture. I hope she's not getting the wrong idea. But yeah.
I'm okay with this. I look handsome.
Nick, I believe I called this. All right.
Yep.
My direct
sure
quote. Never mind. I won't go with my direct quote. Rye, you are up first. I will explain what you're walking into so you have some idea. You guys step in as you are listening to Seeker talk about whatever he was talking about. You have entered into an absolute firefight. There are like automatic pistols going off, lasers being shot back and forth, a lot of
people
misses,
getting punched into kidney.
You do see... give me a perception check, and I'll see if you notice the rat folk scurrying about.
Which one, me?
Yes, please.
Sure thing. It is this
I'll take your word for
plus 4, so 17.
You actually do notice a rat folk scurrying across towards over here. Pretty decent distance from you, but you do notice a rat folk scurrying away from the fight. I will say that you did not see the other rat folk. And that is what you have for intel. If you need more descriptions because you don't listen to anything I say, I'm happy.
That's right. I was in the middle of typing something up. So I walk in and I see what is essentially the Power Rangers Clone Wars Civil War.
However, they look different. The tokens are just mock-ups. So they're not all wearing yellow jumpsuits.
Right. But I don't know what the teams are or anything like that.
It's very clear they've made sides, and they're like definitely like, shooting over the barricade at the other side. But in terms of what the affiliation is, it's not apparent, and why there's these larger groups banded together, it's not clear.
All right. And I don't have any idea who any of them are, so...
This is correct, and no one has actively noticed you.
Okay, that's awesome. I want to do another perception check of the room just to see if I can find any if any of the hallways look potentially.
Go for it.
I don't want to say easier to access, but like if any of them look good.
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you a targeted check.
I
yeah.
didn't get very good. It's like a 7.
No, you have no idea. There's so much going on that you're not 100% sure which is a hallway and which is like a gaping hole into space.
Right.
You do notice that the floor is metal.
Seeker,
Yes.
That's it. That's all you do. Oh, you're talking. Sorry.
Yeah. Might I suggest a very valiant, brave, and strategic hiding?
But don't you want to perform for all these people? Look at your audience here. I thought we were acting right now, as janitors.
No. There are guns, and people are shooting at each other, and those are not props.
Oh, come on, we've gone to school for this.
With props.
Not me.
What classes were you in?
A lot of them. Interstellar, death combat. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I notice 0 there?
Make a perception check, please.
I'm not gonna notice. Let's see. +1. Oop. 2.
You rolled a
wow.
one.
Yeah, I do not notice.
We are not doing critical failures and successes on skill checks. Thank you. Skill checks. There will be during attacks, just so you guys know. But for this, no, you are more focused on how pretty it looks with the different colored lasers going back and forth, almost like your own personal laser show.
Ooh. Plus, I want to get in on this. I need to show the world my art. This is wonderful.
Did your eyes jam?
Ooh,
They did.
Justin?
I can move tiles. I'm gonna
Stop
cover
moving tiles, Christ! Oh, what is this? Are they not on the map layer? Oh my god, the entire map is on the object and token layer. Oh no. Patrick, no, I will erase you and your children that haven't been born yet.
I think you'd
good because I don't want them.
This is a chance to show my own art. Hello, whose side am I on?
I will double back to you, Seeker. Rye, you need to give me 2 actions. And stop touching my floor.
Yeah, he says that. I dive.
The closest cover to you would be these boxes where there's already 2 friendly fellows hiding, or possibly this asteroid on the conveyor belt. These busted up metal railings are no more than like token. They would not provide any defensive cover whatsoever.
And this conveyor belt is on the floor. It's not.
It's set into the floor. It's basically you would step on it almost like a moving walkway, and it's not active.
Like at the airport.
Yeah, people
Okay.
mover. Yes.
All right, so I have 30, so 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna do a double move. Can I have access to my very handsome circle?
I thought I had already given it to you, but I guess I'll try.
You gave me access to the floor.
A tile.
on
Oh, it was just
yes.
one tile. Oh, thank God. That tile is your new character. Welcome to. Never mind. Let's get you.
I'm a very handsome tile.
All right. Did that work?
It did.
Fantastic.
Okay. So
That's why you had the tile.
Yeah, no problem. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm doing the math.
Okay, do the math.
25, 30. So that would give me, wait, what? 5, 10, 15.
You can
20.
run in a straight line diagonally as well.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. Straight wasn't like cardinal. Straight is just, it has to be a straight line.
Straight is straight, Patrick.
Yes.
I don't understand. All right. If that's the case, then I can run roughly this-ish way. If I do run, which is 4 times.
You would encounter the dude that you're crossing your line through. You would hit. You would not be able to go past him.
Gotcha.
You know what? I'll give you an athletics check. I will.
What if I do this? Would that give me cover? I don't have to be right up against the box, do I?
It depends on where they're shooting you from, but yeah, you have to be up against the box for cover. It might block line of sight, but that's a different thing entirely. Cover is like you're actively using the cover, like your character's like back up against the wall or crouch.
Sure. Okay.
This would block
all
line
right,
of sight
so
from a lot of the fight.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, so I can do this without getting into his range. It'll be a double move, but I can land here.
Okay, perfect. Done.
As I'm running by, excuse me, pardon me, don't mind me.
Jeez. All right, I was gonna ask if you were rolling for stealth, but that's totally fine too.
Well, I would be entering his direct field of vision, so it would
That's
be.
right. That's also fair. He doesn't actively acknowledge you because you clearly look like you're running, and I don't even think your weapon is drawn. So that's fine. We're gonna go to Seeker.
All right. So yeah, Seeker calls out, "Whose side am I on?" as he starts walking to his right towards these fine gentlemen to the south of the room, or what might be the south of the room.
You draw some quick glances over the shoulder.
Where was I? I was right here.
But
right?
no one actually targets you.
3, 4. So 5, 10. No, 5. 10, 15, 20.
See, it makes us do math. I guess that
25.
is a problem.
And 30. I'll go right here next to this guy.
I don't understand how you have so much trouble with that.
I don't know. That's just the way my brain works.
Not you. Well,
So that was my move, and I'm calling out, like, oh, do I notice him now? Do I notice Zero now that I've walked closer to him?
Yeah, now that you move in that direction, your eyes are drawn towards where you're going. You notice Zero has gotten up close to the box.
Oh. Well, now that I know that Zero's here, Zero, how are you doing? It is so great to see you. This is the best thing ever. Does the Zero respond?
I'm loving his complete disregard for everything that's going on around him.
By the way,
really?
I mean, I do have pretty low wisdom.
No, I think you're doing fine.
Smart. It's not so wise.
I completely ignore him and continue looking at the person with the gun pointed at me.
Okay, I take that as a hint that the ones that are on the other side of the room are probably our enemies, considering I consider Zero a friend.
So, to be very clear, the guy wearing yellow, again, he's not actually wearing yellow, sorry, it's just representation. He has his gun drawn and pointed at Zero.
Oh.
No, his name is Zero.
That changes things.
That changes
Zero,
things.
who might be the ones we should shoot?
Zero,
Still
I'll give you
working on that.
Yeah, still working on that.
As
Over
you're-
the shoulder. No
As
more
you're
talking.
next to the guy in the yellow suit who's not really in a yellow suit, who are we going to shoot at? I don't know yet.
Thank you, Nick. It's noted.
I don't know what to do with my other action now because I'm confused.
I will give you a confusion state, and we'll move on.
I will move closer to Zero, right up next to him, with my
All
second
right.
action.
And as you move
And I'll
through
take cover.
yellow,
I'll take cover next to him.
sure.
Nice.
As you move through this yellow guy's threat range, he shoots at you.
Wait, who said I moved through his threat range? I walked around.
Can
What if I
you
walked around
take
him?
attacks of opportunity with ranged weapons?
Yep.
You can't.
Yep. There's unless someone wants to find it in the book in the next 10 seconds.
I will find it.
Their attacks opportunities were extremely pared down, and everyone uses ranged weapons.
I thought it was literally.
I do not.
Almost everyone. Everyone's sane.
You're going to be using ranged weapons real soon.
We'll see.
It would be
You're gonna label them.
I have no strong
fury.
feelings one way or the other.
Tell
An
my
attack
wife
of opportunity
I said
is a
hi.
special melee attack you make against a target you threaten.
Yeah, fine. He tries to bash you with his rifle. That's also okay. As you kind of come close to him, and I'm saying you did because you didn't give me any visual clue otherwise,
Okay.
strikes at you with his rifle as like a butt. He's trying to
Well,
get you
you shouldn't
fuck away
count
from him.
visual
Ooh,
anyways.
fudge away from him. Well, again, if you didn't audibly tell me, I have no idea.
Okay.
He hits you. It's going to be, I don't know if they're going to get a crit on a like smashing with a rifle. I'm not going to worry about it, but he definitely hits you with a nat 20. So I will say that he goes
Oof.
through.
Oh,
We will lower the damage because it's a physical. And do they have a strength bonus? Let's take a quick look. What is your stats? Ooh, he does. You are going to take 5 points of damage from the rifle butt jutting against you as you walk past the guy.
Ow, are you kidding me? That really hurts! Okay, now I know who to fight.
Oh.
All right. Fortunately, your turn is done, so we can see how that. Oh God, is he insane? I actually haven't really sat with Seeker too much. Next up are the yellow guys. So we have. Let's see.
I screwed things up.
We've got a targeting.
Not yet, but you're about to.
Here. No, I screwed up the stream. Don't worry about it.
Wait, how bad did you screw up the
No,
stream?
it's fine. I just
No,
no, it's fine. It's I fixed it.
The roll 20 area was blinking.
Yeah, I
saw
accidentally double clicked it and made it big, so
cut that out.
Changed, yeah.
Let's see. Rye does not draw any attention.
Cut that out.
All right, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We got the yellow guys. Most of them are shooting back at their red enemies. They score a hit finally, and that's going to be. Let's see. Only one dude takes some damage, but that's fine. And I wish I had this in an easier view. Okay. And will be homeboy here takes 3. All right, so they all shoot. Only one of the guys on the opposing side, the red force, takes a grazing wound. It's the guy up here, scores him while he popped his head over to take a pot shot. However, we do have the guys focusing on our android duo. First up, the southmost guy targets 0 and pulls the trigger, especially after witnessing what the hell's your name? Seeker, get into a bit of a fight there. And let's see, what is he using? This is going to be against your KAC, and it is 17 plus 8, whatever that is. It's over 20. What's your AC?
That hits.
Okay, so he hits you, and that is going to be for a D6 plus 1, which is fine. You're going to take 5 damage from his pistol going off in close range. And he is going to take. Oh, actually, I don't think there's 5 footsteps, right? You'll just get the hit.
Actually, if he's firing at him, he does get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. It was more of if it was any value to leaving after.
So yeah, go ahead. 0.
13.
And that's gonna be against his KAC. Yeah, you hit him.
Yeah.
Question, does the damage come off your stamina first? Is that what it is?
Oh,
yes.
Yes. You guys have
really
stamina.
taken
NPCs and enemies do not use stamina. Just a heads up.
Okay. Wow, that took out a lot of my health then.
1 damage.
1 damage is a lot of background noise from someone. Wait, did you say 1 damage from the melee hit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And
Okay.
melee, whatever. Get off my back. And all right, so that was yellow. Next up is 0. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got to shoot at J-Man again. This is actually a ranged attack.
Oh man.
And that's going to be a 17.
Versus KSC, yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay, and that damage is simple to roll. It's a 5. So he gets a nice shot off at you. You guys don't wear any armor that matters. I will say that if you still had the hologram up of the janitor's outfit, it dissipates.
That's a lot of damage. Jeez.
Yeah, and well, again, it's your stamina takes the ping first.
Yeah, but I'm at like 5 health at the moment.
Chris, are you fighting your bird? What's going on?
It's the table.
Oh, all right. I heard it chirp, and I was like, I thought you put them away.
Yeah, I did. Now my chair wants to squeak at me.
That's fine. At least you have something squeaking. At least we keep it consistent.
Gotta cut it. Whatever is happening right here.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey. You know what? I was thinking for the cut thing, what we should do is all like the fake Star Trek. The ship took a collision where we all like in our like. Yes, I like yes. Yeah.
To be fair, we should keep going though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pat, for keeping us on. All right, yeah. So a couple of his bullets do, or I guess his laser does end up. What did I say this was? he's using a bullet. So a couple of bullets do graze you, not too poorly because he's so close. Maybe he's having a hard time getting a bead, and he steps around the corner of the box for cover. Next up is Zero.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step, and I'm going to use my quick release sheath to quickly draw my pistol, and I'm going to attempt to trick attack the guy that shot at me.
Sure. What does trick attack look like?
So I use a stealth check. So how I tend to do this is I have a knife in one hand and then my gun in my main hand.
Okay.
Tend to draw his attention to the knife, and then while he's not paying attention, attempt to shoot him.
Okay, all out.
29.
Hits.
That's actually just to see if the trick attack works.
Oh,
so now I attack them while they're flat-footed, so -2 AC.
That's fine. And his checks are not anywhere good enough to go past the 29, so yes, that's fine.
And 24 to hit him.
Also hits.
And I do...
Hopefully more than one.
4.
God, you guys don't hit anywhere near as hard as these guys. Although, admittedly, you weren't supposed to engage, and you guys are all idiots. All right. So there we go. That's fine. You do manage to get like a couple of holes through his exosuit, which I'm making an important feature if you guys haven't noticed. However, he's still standing strong. It looks like these guys are all pretty heavily armored in terms of how much damage they can take. Just a heads up. And next up, actually, so you did a 5-foot step. That would be... Chris, could you quickly look up a 5-foot step and make sure it is the same? I'm not sure.
It is. They just call it something else. It's called a guarded step.
Is it a move action entirely?
Yep. You could carefully step 5 feet as a move action. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay, but it is a move action. That's the important bit. So, Michael, you are all set, and we're going to move to Brawl.
Okay, so I actually just had the page open. I'm going to do a combat maneuver, I believe. I want to attempt to bull rush the guy here.
Oh, God, you're doing things you don't use. Okay.
Well, you're using it now.
Describe how you're using it, and then you'll describe the how it works.
All right, so basically, I'm going to attempt to push him back as far as I can, and that's just a standard action. So I'm gonna kind of like take a step back to like gear up and like amp myself up, ready to give him a right old push, if you will, and then I'm gonna like put my whole force into him as a charge. No, it's not really a charge because that involves running. But
I understand. I'm with you.
What's gonna happen there?
All right, make your check.
All right, combat maneuver. They have AC versus combat maneuvers on the sheet, but not combat maneuver.
And I have the PFSRD, but I don't think that's going to help you too much because that's still Starfinder. Oh, and that's just Greater Bull Rush. Let me see. Yeah, all right. We can treat it right now as.
I guess it's just a normal attack roll because it says your attack roll. So
okay. So usually a bull rush is part of a charge.
No, so bull rush is different. Bull rush is different, or bull rush is different from charge. Charge is a full action because it involves movement, and then you're trying to do something else to them. This is really, I'm just trying to knock the person back.
It is still a standard action, though.
Well, bull rush is a standard action. Yes. Charge is a full action.
Right, exactly.
All right.
And it was 24. So it says you knock the target back 5 feet plus 5 additional feet for every 5 by which the result of your attack roll exceeds the target's KAC plus 8.
KAC is 13.
8 is 21. So you move them 5 feet.
Plus 5. So it's 5 feet, then plus 5 for every plus 8. So 10 feet total.
No. His the DC that you have to beat is his KAC plus 8. So
Makes sense.
his KC was 13 plus 8 is 21. You got a 24. You move him 5 feet.
Okay. I understand now. I just don't know how to read. Okay, so then he goes back 5 feet.
Maneuver him however you would like to kind of aim that. That's fine.
I can't. I don't have any control over his.
Sorry. Let me get to that window then.
So it'd just be diagonal.
Done. Okay, he skids back, which works fine. And that was a standard action, so you still have a move.
Yep. And then I'm actually going to move this way here. Probably going to invoke a attack of opportunity against the guy behind the rock here, unless he's not paying attention to me.
He chooses to ignore you. He's not actually focusing.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For 30 feet.
Perfect. All right, so you are still hustling down. After Brawl are the red guys, and do we have any red guys targeting? All right, you just pushed a dude. He's totally going to shoot at you, but that's the only one that you've drawn ire from so far. All right, so there's one guy shooting. I'll do the shot at you first, Brawl. He's using an energy pistol, I believe is what we said. He definitely hits you. And his damage is... you'll take a graze for 3 more damage, and another hole appears in your suit as it grazes against your calf, and you're starting to feel, I assume, a little bit winded from all these traded blows and hits that you've been kind of taking. How's your stamina doing?
I'm about half stamina.
Okay, all right. So you're feeling it, but you're not down yet. All right, now let's roll for the other hits. All right, so and then the rest of the guys shoot back at their yellow compatriots, grazing all of them for perfect. Finally, some actual motion there. Oops, that's the wrong team. All right, so those are solid hits. It looks like they're starting to come back at it. And these guys, you notice, are a little bit more trained just in general than the other guys. While they're not wearing any uniform, they've worked together before. This is definitely a unit of some sort. When they do take aim at a single, like with a single target, they don't even need to make call-outs, but it does seem like they're making opportune choices in their attacks. Let me make sure no one just died. No, not quite yet. All right, and then after that, we have Miller. You're up.
All right. From here, can I do a move? I'm sorry. Can I run straight down?
Excuse me?
From where I am right now, can I hop up and run straight down to over here?
If you mean like actually using run, no.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will. Let's see. Oop, I didn't mean to. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. Double move.
Okay, perfect. So you make it to the end. I'll say you're at the console just for the sake of ease.
And I mean, I guess while I'm doing it, he's going to be taking a look around. So perception check, 16.
Down the hallway underneath the catwalk, there is a ladder that will help you get up to the top floor if you need to.
Okay.
The black wall is still there.
Did Bill see Brawl as he was running by?
Yeah, I'd say he did.
All right. So he's running, and just does a double take and keeps going.
All right, that's good. And we have a new player enter the field. At the end of this, let's do GM overlay. And bam. All right. So what you guys see, so we get into the token layer, is from above, a figure drops down, just drops up until it gets above the floor about 10 feet, and its boots ignite with some sort of propulsion rocket, and it lands relatively gracefully on the floor. This is a much bigger figure than you guys have seen. He's probably 6.5 feet, broad-chested, ornate mask covering his face, and some extra apparatus tubes from like a breathing tank maybe attached to his back, and a heavy weapon system. He puts out a big handgun looking thing, aims at the guy directly to his south, and fires. All right, he hits. And that was the weirdest place it could have rolled ever. I think that's going to be enough to do this guy. What knows this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he kind of like drops down without actively looking at the guy below him, pulls up a large like hand cannon looking thing, pulls the trigger, and removes this person's head from its body.
I think I found whose team I want to be on.
All right, and we do have our first corpse on the fight. The figure that just dropped from the sky says nothing, and does nothing beyond that, making us at the top of the order with Rye. The cannon released a projectile round, so there's a large boom that echoes as it goes throughout the kind of lobby-ish, well, not lobby, the open area you guys are standing in.
Okay, so you said it's my turn.
Rye, you're top of the order. Yep.
Crap. Well, no one's attacked me. As far as I know, it's just a bunch of people attacking each other. I'm not on anyone's side. But one dude did just dispatch for red dude real easy, and that's scary.
I don't argue with you.
That said, he tried to dispatch someone on the yellow side. And since I'm close proximity to the yellow people and they're not actively trying to kill me yet, maybe he won't try to kill me. I don't know. I just kind of in all the fighting, my hands are covering my head. I'm trying to make myself really, really tiny. Excuse me.
You're yelling at the armored guy?
Yeah.
So you're yelling, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? You're yelling across like a numerous amount of feet?
There's this guy right next to me.
You're yelling at that guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not yelling at him. I'm just like...
No, I thought you were talking to this guy, the big armored guy that just dropped down.
Why would I talk to the big scary man?
Well, that's why I was confused. All right. So the guy next to you, he looks shaken, and you can see through his mask. It is transparent. This guy's at least humanoid, pale skin, and he glances over you, and pale, like extra pale, like white pale, and looks at you and says, "Why do you not have a gun drawn?"
I'm not much of a fighter. What just happened? Is that your guy? Do you know him? What's going on? Who? What is this?
How do you not know Krellis? That's the most famous bounty hunter in all Pyramid Station Alpha, and he is most certainly not on our side.
Culture check. Do I know who that guy is?
Give it to me.
All right. Give it to me. All right. It is this. So 18 plus 7.
Yeah, you've definitely heard that name before. You would not have really encountered him because he does not slum it. This guy is a professional hunter, and he's not. Again, he wouldn't be on the lower levels with the gangs and the kind of the not as able to pay him people. However, he has definitely made a name for himself. When you think bounty hunter, it's synonymous with this dude.
Now, when I think bounty hunter, do I think professional, not going to kill people who, aren't his targets, or professional, like, doesn't leave witnesses?
You think not to be trifled with, and I can't really give you more than that because it's a job. It depends on what he's getting paid. If he's getting paid to kill everyone, you suspect that he will kill everyone. If that dude in particular was his target, well, then he's probably going to go home with that dude.
Whoa.
That would be the greatest recurring character.
Yeah.
Out of the sky. Peace.
And what are you here for?
The guy that you're asking to?
Yeah, I'm not shouting out to the...
All right, just making sure. He's like, what everyone else is here for. We're here for the ship. Who do you work for? What corporation are you associated with?
I'm just kind of checking things out.
Are you... Leave me alone. And he reorients himself back to the fight.
Understood. And then I don't have enough to make it that far. I have full cover right now.
From everyone that matters, yes.
Okay, then what I am going to do is I'm going to utilize my improv, which is appropriately titled "Not in the Face." I'm a very handsome man. I would like to not mess it up. So as a move action... Oh, wait. How many feet away is he from me? Yes! As a move action, I can... hold on. As a move action, you choose an enemy within 60 feet. I don't know if he's an enemy or not, though.
I was about to pick on you for that, but continue, please.
That enemy must succeed at a will save or take a -4 penalty to all attacks it makes against you until the end of your next turn. I don't think I even need to use that right now. Yeah, I am going to... Is readying an action a thing still?
If it's not, I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm going to ready an action. If I am targeted, then I am going to, specifically by him, I am going to unload my not in the face. Ooh.
You wish you...
I mean...
You need to enunciate way clearer when you say that.
Surprisingly, not on purpose.
I'd say you blew it, but I don't know.
Oh, God.
You guys.
No longer children.
Patrick!
Well.
What?
Patrick's got this covered.
Stop it now.
Whoa.
You're all being spoopy heads. All right. Oh, God. All right. So Patrick's turn. I'm going to label cowers. And next up, Seeker. Please do something more interesting.
Oh, me?
I'm
Okay,
not running into
can
combat.
I
That's not my
see
job.
the guy that hit me with the rifle butt?
If not, you might be able to seek him out.
Yeah. Can I see him?
No, he's got. How does full cover work? Chris, full cover, quick.
It is. I got it right here. Fuck. What do you want to know about it?
Your language, goddamn. It's a bonus, right? That's all it is. It's actually, it doesn't block line of sight.
You say total concealment
It should just be high cover or something like
or
that.
improved cover?
If it's the same
So-
rules as Mario plus Rabbids, it's 0 chance of
It's
hitting.
not. It's
All right.
not.
Total cover. If an enemy doesn't have a line of sight affected to you, you have total cover from the enemy. A creature can't make an attack against a target that has total cover.
All right. This
Okay.
guy does have total cover from you, and the box is 10 feet tall. This particular box.
All right.
So yeah, you can see him.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step to be able to see him around the corner.
You don't need to announce the 5-foot step, but that's okay.
Well, that's my move action as I'm moving.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shout out, "Witness my art!" And I just shoot a couple magic missiles at his face.
You have magic missiles for real?
I
That
do
they just
have
ordered
magic
that right
missile. Yeah, it's just straight up magic missile. Just 1d4 damage per missile. Plus
Describe
1.
what the magic missile looks.
My magic missiles look like a mixture of electricity and very sparkly, like just light, I guess.
I thought they were going to be
All different
paint,
colors.
like-
They're
like
different
inky.
colored.
So
Yeah, it's
rainbow,
like the colors
shiny
of the
lightning.
colors of the universe condensed into a missile of magical nature.
All right.
So let's see, 1d4 plus 1, roll, 5 damage altogether on this guy.
All right.
Man, do we all have D4s for our damage?
Yeah,
I don't.
You guys are drawing some real weak stuff. I'm surprised. So that hits him, and he looks stunned because he did not expect to see that. Normally, in the scavenger lifestyle, even apparently some corporate funded ones, they're not really at the tier where they see magic, and you definitely surprised him. Also, he's looking haggard. His suit's torn up. He is like leaning heavily on the box now. He is not in good shape. But that is it for you, and
Too
it
bad I didn't have a full round because I could hit him with a third one.
No, I'm glad you could not. And so it's the yellow turn, and he's actually going to flee. So that's 5.
Oh, that's a good sign.
15. That makes it 20. See, I'm doing it, Chris. I'm doing it, and that
Good
makes
job.
it. I'm not really sure. I am going to say he does manage to like half sprint and run off the map. He does manage to.
I mean, withdraw, you make double move speed.
Yeah, he gets out of there.
I call out to Zero from behind. Did you see that? Wasn't that beautiful?
I still ignore him.
God, you're gonna be like the dynamic person in the party, but no response. You need to get next to Miller and stay next to Miller. Again, I've put Justin and Chris together. Curses. All right, so that is yellow guys. And everyone else,
That's never happened before. There's no video proof.
actually, yeah, there's no video proof. It's fine. This guy is going to try and get out. He needs to reposition, so he's gonna 5, 10, 15. Crikey, he doesn't have any good spots. He actually just slinks along the wall, and he actually just tries to like get fleshed up against it because he realizes that by leaving the 2 androids, he has opened himself up to pretty much everyone else. All right, and the other guys are just going to take their normal shots, which is a little bit reduced in effectiveness, but that's fine. No, they're all now getting, this side's getting a little bit shaken up. They make all awful shots. Nothing hits. Nobody targeted the bounty hunter in the center. Okay. Now that was my yellow friends. We're up to 0.
So I am, after hearing that loud boom, I am just going to move up, get in full cover, and try to figure out where that came from.
From your vantage point, you're not able to see.
That was me, Zero. Did you not see it? Wasn't it gorgeous?
You made the loud boom. I thought you just made the colors.
They exploded.
Are you making any other action other than Pat Cower?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna attack anybody else this round. No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Now, so when we come back to yellow, I'll have a note for that. Okay. And Brawl, you're up.
Okay, so a bit of flavor response here from the guy who he just ran past, getting blown the spoop up, I guess. It's gonna be like, oh God, would you not do that?
Yeah, as you sprint past, the guy Gore just starts to be like rain down on you as you're walking, as you're scampering by.
And then so he's going to run, it looks like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet over to the wall, and then just hug the wall over to the hallway that he had previously mentioned he was heading towards.
All right, are you doing a double move?
Yeah, let's do it. Boom, boom. Okay. He's going to try to go underneath the catwalk. If that is...
I'm not going to make that work. Oh, no, I can't totally do it. Hold on. I just got to get to the map and background. I'm going to bring this to front, and now you should be fine.
Okay.
Look at that.
I jumped up on the catwalk.
No, you're on it? Damn it. It looks like it won't actually go above your token. You are underneath that. We'll say that that's just so we know where you keep track of you.
All right. So I'm going to be there kind of in the corner.
The wall. All right. Down that hallway, you see the factory goes on. There's some windows busted up or not. There's a ladder that would get you up to the catwalk we'll say it's about 5 feet away, 10 feet away from you, down the hallway. And at the end of where you can see it, which is about another 100 feet, it looks like everything ends in blackness, going up as far as you can see. not quite space. You do not see any light or anything. It's just blackness. Right, that was Brawl. Next up are the red guys. Each and every one of them focuses on the bounty hunter and opens fire.
Oh.
All right, that's good. So most of them are able to connect. It looks like anyone using a laser weapon, his armor absorbs and reflects. It just bounces off him, and it doesn't actually stick. Any of the they're using automatic pistols, they do actually ping through, and they leave some dents in his armor. That being said, he is still standing strong. He is, I'm using for ease. It could be a woman under there. The gender is not clear. Nothing in the armor gives away gender.
What? Who just shot at him? Everybody?
The red team. Everyone on the red team just shot, and this guy's
Okay.
actually going to try and get farther away. So 5, 25, 30.
So red shot him and yellow ran away.
No, it's red shot, and then this red guy is also running away. But all the red guys are focused on this dude. Yeah, some of the yellow individuals have fled for different reasons. Including, actually, I should mark that guy off. That was him, and that's fine. Okay. Red, after red, we have Miller. You're up.
All right. You said there's a ladder?
Ladder is down the hallway by about, from you, we'll say it's 15 feet. It's like right off of the map.
Okay. And that's where the computer terminal is?
No, you're at the computer terminal. It's set into like the corner pipe.
Oh, all right. Then can I make a computers check?
Sure, yeah.
All right. 14.
14. It's a really basic computer. You're able to get it on. It boots up a little slowly because it hasn't been used, and it does look like this like screen graphical glitches that like almost look like nonsense data on it. So it's definitely not 100%, but you do have a couple of menu items on there, and I'll very briefly read them to you. There is belt operation. There's door operation, and there is what's the word I'm looking for? It means status. We'll just say status.
All right.
Status.
Let's hit status first.
Status. It pops up with belt repair completed. Completed's blinking. Power on and power on for both the belt and the door.
All right. Let's go door.
Door is just to shut, and there's an option to toggle it open.
Yeah, let's hit open.
Okay. So here, for everyone else, there's a metal grate into this wall that opens up. Can I just delete that wall, or am I going to delete it way more than I want? Let's take a quick look. It's a little bit more than I want, but we'll do it anyways. We'll say this opens up. Don't mind that it's mildly off. So, I'll just... Is that going to work how I want it to? Not quite. That's fine. We'll just shift it out. So the hole only opens up as far as this is. It's just big enough for this. I just don't want to screw the map that much.
Oh,
all right.
Taken out of context.
Let's fire on that conveyor belt.
So first, before that, a figure stumbles out of the door almost as soon as it opens, as if it was pressing against it. And now go to token. And is that? Oh God, I moved the floor. Oh, well,
yay! Floating tiles again. My friend.
Go away, friend.
Flyles?
No.
I like how angry you say that. There we go. All right, and now let's go to token. And it appears to be a dude. No spacesuit, barely any clothes. Skin may or may not be optional. Falls to the floor.
It's a dude.
I'm a dude.
What?
He's a dude.
Can I see any discernible race?
Looks like it might have been human, but you're pretty sure it's dead.
Oh.
But
if by dead, I mean like it's still moving around.
What actions do I have left?
You are still at the terminal, so you can continue accessing it with your action, but that is your action, is the terminal use.
Okay. Then I guess I'll turn on the conveyor belt.
Perfect.
What is going on?
I'm fixing the hole because it's irritating me. Shh.
The wall actually just starts levitating and moving across the floor.
This place is scary.
All right. So the corpse, the walking corpse that just fell out of this room, is on the belt and gets pushed back a step. I'll say it ends up where it is anyways. And everything begins moving. At the end of the round, we've added a new action. It's going to be the belt action.
Yeah, belt action.
Yeah.
Miller, you have a move action left.
I guess I will kind of head down this way, by where you said that ladder was. But in the meantime, Miller knows Brawl, yes?
Yep.
All right.
You guys have not interacted in about a month, but you guys were in the academy together, and there's not that many rat folk in the Border Space Military Academy.
Oh, hey, you here for the scavenging job?
Yeah, that's right, the scavenger job.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see what we can find. See if we can make some quick cash.
Oh, yeah, right, let's go.
Bam, half a party formed right there, although you guys are in.
Right here. Right here.
Hey, me and Zero formed a party.
Wait, no, Chris, you're under me. Ready?
Yes, I know, but that's actually, I guess Miller's the only one who...
No, you're under me. You
are
gotta...
you?
All of the party is connected. You guys are fine. All right, moving on. Miller, after you is the bounty hunter. Let's see, what is his most obvious...
Am I off the map?
Yeah, we'll say that you guys are right off the map.
All right.
He steps up slowly as his armor deflecting shots, levies his hand cannon at this yellow fellow. Obliterates him in terms of the armor, and then for damage, not quite as much. What is this guy's number? 1, 2, 3. No, he blows his head off too. Yep, his head goes right off.
Oh my god.
Hand cannon retorts again. Massive explosion. Zero, you still have no idea exactly where it's coming from. But everyone else is now very much focused on this armored figure.
Can I at least tell it's coming from the other side of the room?
Yes, you can definitely get the location, even though it is echoing massively. And when I say echoing, anyone in this station that has atmosphere could definitely hear this gun going off. And that's it. He's done. Next up is the belt. The belt begins moving these corpses along, and it also moves the rock. Let's get to the tokens are going to move. I think everything moves 10 feet. That is not what I want. So 5, 10, 5, 10, and our asteroid friend, which is on a whole different layer. Blammo! Everything shuts down 5:10, and the again that corpse that's at the end of the belt kind of gets pushed back further, despite it already being kind of crawling. And we are at the top of the order with Rye.
Yay! I'm hauling ass. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 20,
25,
30.
All right, so you're just
slouch against the boxes, and I look up at the red guys and I go, I don't care.
The red guy next to you drops his gun in response to your statement and looks like he's about to flee.
Good enough.
Pick up the gun.
I take a look at the gun. What kind of gun is it?
It's a handgun.
Bullet pew pew?
Looks like
Or
it's
laser
a bullet
pew
pew
pew?
pew. Looks like it's a bullet pew pew.
I grab the bullet pew pew.
I'll let you have it as part of your move action. That's fine. And next up is Seeker.
All right. So there's still still of these yellow guys left, right? So,
none of them are looking at you.
none of them are looking at me. Oh. I'm gonna join Zero and
You did see the bounty hunter, whose name is Krellis, make that last shot. You did witness that.
and
To
then
be
he
fair, they don't know
killed
if it's Carlos or not.
he
Correct.
killed one of the guys that are on our side of this thing, not our side.
That you saw. He saw, one of the guys that's clearly shooting the other way from one of the guys that was on the team that you were already in a little bit of a tussle with.
Oh, he might be.
You guys know, everyone noticed the belt start moving. It does make a low level hum and things start to shift down the belt a little bit.
Did I see the Did I see him shoot the other one though?
not the red guy, but the yellow guy. You did see the guy's head turn into a fine red spray.
Okay. Okay. So really quick, what is the rule about healing in combat? What's the surge heal, sort of thing?
The resolve point.
Yeah, is that what it is?
So you can spend a resolve point, and wait, isn't that 10 minutes though? I think it's not in combat. It's out of combat.
Okay, so out of
you
combat.
spend a resolve point and 10 minutes, and you regain your stamina.
Oh, okay.
It's like the Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition, how you have like
Yep.
quick heals. That's what it is. It's not so much in combat, but after combat. So you don't need to do the silly heal with like all your items and all that nonsense.
Yep. So I might want to heal because I'm actually kind of hurt.
Unless you have an item or a spell.
I do. I have like a bunch of healing stim packs or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna take cover with Zero, and I'm going to pop a healing salve or whatever they are.
All right.
So I'll just do that on my own. You don't have to keep
do that on your own.
But,
We don't want to see you apply salve to yourself.
So
I do.
I will turn to Zero and be like, "Did you see that guy?"
Zero did not, for the record, see that guy.
There's a big, a very large thing over there, and I think he might be on our side.
Response, Zero?
Who is he shooting?
These guys that were attacking us.
Alrighty, moving on.
Let's just get out of here.
Oh, let's just get out of here. Okay, good response. And it is actually yellow. No, yes, it's yellow dudes. To a man, they flee, and I don't believe any of them are in a spot where they're going to be an issue. Let me see, everyone. Homeboy here is gonna have a problem. Okay. The top two flee right towards the hallway. Same with the guy near the box in the hole. This guy should have no problem just sprinting to the... Yeah, he gets to the hallway, no problem as well. And this guy here is left out. Let's see, what did he try and do? Oh, actually, I know what he does. He pulls out a little handheld device from his belt, and he clicks the button, and the box next to two androids explodes. Give me a reflex save, gents, while I bomb you.
Who did this?
The guy who fled from you guys down here.
Oh.
He was actually leaving so he could detonate his planted bomb inside the box.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad I healed, because that would really suck.
You do have a reflex chance to save. It's not a high DC.
Okay. Let's see, where's my reflex? I got +2.
0, that didn't quite work.
Yep.
I got 13.
It's a little higher than that. It's
Oh.
0.
Nope.
All right, so you guys are both just taking 6 points of incendiary damage from the bomb.
Great.
It wasn't like a massive explosive device, but you guys did take damage, and we will say that box is no longer there. So let's get rid of that. Bloppo, it exploded on the both of you. All right, and for a move action, he does still want to get out of here, but now he's really boned. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's right, I'm doing it this way. 25, 30. All right, that's it. And after yellow, we've got 0. You're up as you are recovering from the burning inferno of a box next to you.
All right.
Serum,
5,
that's what
10,
it's called.
15,
Healing
20,
serum.
25.
Six, okay.
All right. I'm going to move. Is this right here where I just moved to? Would that be in cover?
That's the wall of the factory, 30 feet high. Definitely full cover from anyone who doesn't have an angle on you.
All right. I'm going to move to there and just try to stay hidden.
This whole party, everyone's just.
I'm nominating you as Team Coward. That's okay. That's
I have
fine.
to say, I'm glad I healed.
Bro
would've
ain't
been-
no coward.
I would have been at -1 hit points had that actually hit me. If I did not heal. So I'm really glad
First
that I healed.
encounter. Nice.
Well, that's fine. You guys were not supposed to just charge into the fight. That's totally fine. Miller kind of got the point of what he was supposed to do, but he didn't stay at the computer quite long enough. That's okay.
To be fair, I was on the other side of the room.
That's
I
fine.
have to get to the other side of the room.
Brawl, you up.
So would myself and Miller be out of combat now?
Your options are disengage or re-engage. Disengage, you're off the map, out of combat, no issues, and I will let you guys go, and we'll just skip you for the next couple rounds of combat.
So he would disengage, especially after the guy he just ran past got dead, eviscerated. So,
all right, Brawl has left the field, which is totally fine. I'm gonna skip to Miller. Miller, are you leaving the field with him?
Is that ladder that you were talking about, is that out of the field?
It's out of the field, but if you're using it to get back onto the map, that's fine. You would be on the rooftops then. You could also access the rooftops and continue to leave.
No, I'll be following Brawl.
Following Brawl. Okay. So you guys have left the field. Red goes. Let's see. We're going to have guy on the roof bounces. He leaves D.
We lost Dusty? Dusty? He lives where?
Oh, wait. He's still here.
He's back.
What?
We heard it. And he leaves the...
Oh, no, that's fine. And he's deeper in the station. But he has quit the field as well. Red guy here, seeing the rat folk, he chooses not to go there. And he's going to just try and sprint, which is, you said it's quadruple. So he's just going to get down to the end. He literally just hauls ass.
See ya!
He just runs straight towards it. He's not quite at the hallway because the hallway is here where the grading kind of intensifies. But he has hit the station wall, the glass wall, and he is hugging it. Anyone else here? There's 3 dudes. They're not really going to be able to leave. They take shots at the bounty hunter again. And they, all of them, they're either shaken and miss. The armor completely absorbs their blows, or the bounty hunter moves his head slightly, and a bullet whizzes past his head. He does not get any damage that turn, and it's now the bounty hunter's turn. Let's see, what would be his action here? He probably wouldn't go. Stop that! 10, 15. He continues walking towards the edge of the station, looking to the guy that's fleeing, and he points his gun, his hand cannon that he's been using. He still has a large gun that's almost mounted to his waist that he has not used, and instead of aiming it at the red guy, he aims it at the hallway door, and that's his turn. Now the belt moves everything again. So we've got 5, 10. We will do 5, 10. Also, we will do... This shows up on the token layer, which should be good. Now, more undead have appeared at the belt. However, the belt has stopped them from moving into the combat zone.
Wait. Oh, they're undead.
Yes, they're walking around, crawling around. As they hit the belt, they're getting knocked over.
Oh, I thought they were okay.
Not corpses. They're walking corpses.
That changes what I'm doing.
I was being slightly subtle about it, but they are crawling undead. You guys have no background knowledge as to why there'd be undead here. That seems odd if anyone cares to think about it, although I doubt that's really any of your priorities. Next up is Rye. You're up.
Okay. Because that changes what I'm doing. Oh, crap. I can't go through this. All right. So the red guy is not an enemy, right? He's not attacked. None of the red guy. I've not engaged. They're just people.
They're people. They have guns out. They're looking aggressive, but they're all looking terrified towards the bounty hunter. None of them are paying you any mind. They're not your friends, though.
So I'm not able to run through their squares, is what you're telling me, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this contraption here is a giant hole in the ground?
Yes.
And what about this thing? This is 10 feet high?
Yep.
Shit. Okay. Oh, poop.
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 All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 60. Oh, ooh, I don't want to go there.
Are you in front of the belt?
I would land exactly 10 feet from where the belt drops off. Oh, hey, what's north of me? What's here? What's this?
A hole into a factory where you see some flames looking at the edge.
If I concentrate a little bit, can I see more?
No, the flames are kind of like blocking view. There's a path through, but it's a path through flames. So it's a factory workroom, and there's flames on both sides of the hole.
Okay. All right. Well, undead, I don't care much for, and I think it's safe to say that hitting them with a frag grenade isn't the worst thing that I could do. Can I throw that far? Frag grenade. Range is 20 feet. So, no, not so much. 5, 10, 15, 20. I would just destroy. Okay. All right. So, move action then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I land. I point at the undead. I go, not you, them. And I throw a grenade roughly here-ish.
Is there any checks for throwing the grenade, or are you just able to do it?
5.
Make a roll, and please screw it up.
Wait, so this is a
probably
D20.
Athletics, right, or strength?
Nope. It is the attack roll is your base attack bonus plus dex and strength.
So my dex is 1, my strength is 0, and my base attack bonus is, I believe, also a 0.
So it would be a +1.
Where is my base attack bonus for ranged attack? It's it's 1. So D20 plus 1.
Oh no, Pat.
Oh man.
You're blowing up this poor man next to you.
And yourself.
To be fair, critical failures can go many ways. We don't know if I dropped it. Maybe I hit
swallowed it.
It's the big scary guy. Maybe I drop it in the gear. Who knows?
So you reach back to throw it because you were about to. However, it slips out of your hand. You're wearing an unfamiliar garment, I believe. And you know what? The traction just wasn't there. It goes over your hand, arcs a little bit up and into the open box behind you, and detonates.
Shrapnel.
I will give you a little bit of cover from the damage, but what's the damage on your frag grenade?
So it deals 1d6 piercing, and then it says 15 feet.
Within a range of 15 feet. So you bombed everyone, as far as I can tell.
Everybody who's alive in that area.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's getting hit there. Go ahead, and I'll have you roll the damage. It'll be a 1 for everyone kind of damage.
Please max damage.
Another 1.
Wow.
All right, and is it any bonus to the damage?
No.
Nope.
Just 1d6 for the frag?
This is what I get for buying discount grenades.
All right, so the couple things happen now.
That's less exciting.
This box detonates. All right, and little tiny gears fly everywhere. Guys up here, hopefully they're not already dead. That's has anyone left up north? No, so those are 1 and 2. He's at 8, 16. You actually killed a guy. Yeah. This guy, the shrapnel from. Yeah, he was at 1 health left. The shrapnel.
That was that other guy's friend.
Lodges into the back of his head, and why is this not giving me control? Oh, it's touching the tile again. All right, so this guy does not make it, and his guy looks like he had enough health. He's still fine, but he does take some damage from it, obviously.
All right,
guy
hold on.
Next to you is, because he was using it as cover and hugging it, pushed backwards. He falls backwards into the gears, which, since Miller has turned them on, grind him into a shape that no longer resembles human, living, or dead. He's kind of brought along the chain of gears until he disappears.
And then you hear, open floors in the workplace? That's not OSHA certified. Regulated.
And then Nick cuts that.
So just to clarify, a man sees me, gets scared about the other thing, drops his gun, clearly done with the fight. I steal his gun. I run, I blow up him, and knock his friend into the gears, all while trying to kill some undead that are clearly in front of me.
Yeah,
Is that accurate?
Yeah.
I don't belong in combat, guys.
And I'm trying to picture. There's a video of someone blowing something behind him, like cringe. I'm thinking like the Joker in the Dark Knight, where that finally blows up behind
the
him.
hospital.
That's kind of what you look like, just a little handsomer.
By the way, Pat, if you hadn't known, there are some very nice kind of buffs that you can give in combat by firing at things and hitting like AC 15.
We'll worry about that later. Yeah. We're at about the end time, and I want to wrap up this encounter. You guys are supposed to get your ship tonight, and that did not happen.
We can only have so many titles of episodes named The Crash Ship.
Yeah, gotta fix that nonsense. But that's okay. This one I didn't title it that. I had a different title posted. After you get this encounter, we'll do the ship. We'll kind of fast forward over the actual exploration part of the dome. That was your action, Rye. Whatever. I mean.
Yep.
I'll call that an action. Seeker, you're up.
Okay. Is Zero out of the combat? Is that an area like?
Nope.
Below me.
Combat.
That's still in combat.
If you were to go off the map that way, you're basically leaving the area and you're going around the factory, but you have no idea how far that goes because it starts to curve as you get further away.
Okay. Did you come here alone, Zero?
No, I'm with Brawl.
Where is he?
We're trying to get, and I point to this hallway.
I don't know if you actually know that I know Brawl, but that's fine.
No, you guys.
I do know Brawl.
You guys were all expelled together.
Yeah,
you guys had one accurate.
Or worse, expelled.
And that's gonna come up. Yes, thank you, Hermione. That's gonna come up in the character intros, but you guys were at least expelled for the same.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys know. But in terms of as buddies otherwise, no, that would really be your only interaction.
Okay, so I'll know that we should probably head with him then.
That's fair.
So I'm going to book it. I don't know how far. Let's see. So that's 80 feet.
Again, you don't have to do it straight in a line.
I know, but I'm doing that for ease.
Okay.
So that's like 80 feet there. So I think 80 plus 20, 100. Yeah, I can make it out because I got 120 run.
So straight line, though, you'd be probably about here. You'd end your turn here.
Okay, well, then I won't do a straight line. Well, I'm saying if I just did this. 80 plus 20 is 100. 15. I can go 120. I can
straight line, though.
Yes.
If you're moving quadruple your speed, it's a straight line. That's what I'm saying. And if you're going to aim a straight line...
Oh, okay.
Right. In fact, you know what? That actually looks much. I was trying to find the tool. That's a much nicer angle. So you're fine. You'd be able to. So you're able to do 4. So 30, 60, 90. You'd be fine.
Yeah,
you'd be able to.
20.
All right. So you're literally gonna sprint under the catwalk.
Yeah, sure.
See it
as he sprints by. Seeker, maybe help.
I almost wanted to magic missile that dude, but decided against it.
No, you're fine. So you rush off, and I will just, in the interest of going, it's the yellow dudes. There's only one dude left. He is not going to. I know you just ran off that way. That guy is indiscriminately blowing people up.
Me?
Yes.
Sorry.
He
cowers in the corner.
He cowers in the corner. He actually gets into the corner. He nestles in between this pipe, and he's just holding a handgun in front of him, and he's shaking. He's like, I mean, I don't get paid enough for this. And that's going to be Yellow's team. I'm not sure if I take them off the map. He does not ever do anything else in terms of your encounter. So next up is Zero.
I intend to run to the hallway.
And I'll let you mount that. That's fine. All right. So you are going to run down the hallway. Nailed it and gone. All right. Zero has left my field. We're Where are all my players?
I is the only one.
All right. So next it is. Looks like it should have been red guys, right? Yeah, red guys. Who's even left? Is it 2 guys? Oh,
Yep.
So this guy. Brawl, go.
So Raish is the only person who has killed people?
Yes, correct.
I didn't mean to.
I came close.
Also, I'm the only one left on the map.
So this guy runs towards the hallway, and as soon as he's no longer directly in front of the glass of the dome, he's in the metal structure of the hallway, the hand cannon lets off a shot. Actually, that's going to miss him. He does connect with the metal door, going into the hallway, like dents the metal there. And if anyone was looking, which none of you are, you realize that his hand cannon would have probably obliterated the dome, which would have created a whole nother issue. And that's is he gonna move? Oh no, it's not his action. That was his ready to action. Red guy actually gets into the hallway and gets out of there. Who is left?
Good on you, red guy.
Now it's the bounty hunter, and I have to decide if he's gonna pursue or nah, he's not. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Bye, Pat.
He walks closer to Rye.
Oh,
Aims at the last remaining guy that we've dubbed Red Team and opens fire with his hand cannon. What the hell did that go?
man, the bounty hunter's just doing his job. Raish is the true murderer.
That's actually going to be another hit. And this guy was number 2. Oh yeah, he's obliterated. Another headshot, clean headshot, and his head just missed behind him, and he is a goner, leaving Rye alone on the field with the bounty hunter, Krellis.
And the guy cowering in the corner.
Oh, I forgot about him. Well, I'll have to actually come back to him. So that's good. The belt will move things down, but since there's no one left to screw with it, I'm not going to bother. And the undead aren't going to be able to get past the belt, which is good. Rye, you're up. Actually, you know what? This actually does matter because that thing is kind of now in front of you. Let's move this 10 feet. 5, 10. And there we go. Just to screw with your life a little bit more.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what you've got heading down towards it.
That's what you get for being a coward.
Yep.
Almost looks like you split the party.
To be fair, almost everyone was a coward.
No, I'm not. I'm judgmental of you all. I'll remember this, and so will Krellis. Might be for good or for ill, but go for it.
Pat, maybe he'll give you a compliment for actually killing people.
I just got to know my internet connection's unstable, so make it quick.
Okay, so cultural-wise, I just know that this person is a professional.
Oh, yeah. Well-known, famous. If this was Star Wars, this guy's Boba Fett for the area.
Okay, I am going to attempt, because I can't possibly get there in time, diplomacy, because I'm not going to try intimidation.
Do it. You won't.
No.
Maybe maybe you, since you already got a 1, maybe you'll roll a 20.
Maybe. Yeah, you used up all your bad rolls. Literally 2 1s in a row.
Jeez, how many 1s did we roll this time?
A lot.
I'm just saying, Pat, by just moving with your double move, you can get right there, around the corner.
Yeah.
I heard Fudge was there.
Just saying, if the GM's telling you.
Yeah, I know, but also he can shoot me easily from there too.
Maybe.
You don't know this.
Okay, well, I gotta try because I don't know if I can. You know what? I'll do this. Shit.
Just run. Please don't shoot me.
Yeah.
You mean spoop?
Spoop.
All I can.
So there is a hallway over here.
Pat is spooped right now.
There is a 5-foot gap you'd have to leap over with moving gears below.
With an athletics of 0. Yeah, that sounds great.
So your other option is come around the corner or do something to this guy.
All right.
rolls a 1, just falls right into the gears behind the guy he just murdered. I'll take myself out, thank you. Whoa.
So yeah, I'm gonna try diplomacy.
Like a diplomacy check, like chatting with him.
Gonna try.
You're not doing your whatever action you're doing before. I don't remember what the action was. It was like a
Diplomacy was what I was. It's either that or not be able to successfully run off the map and get shot and dead. So either way, I'm dead. Hopefully, I can appeal to his professional sense. So I basically go, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not with any of these people. I just came to see what's up. I'm just looking around. Also, there are zombies. No quarrel with you. I've heard about you before. Whatever you're looking for, it's yours. As long as it isn't my life. Preferably, please.
What's your Diplo bonus?
My Diplo bonus is 8 plus 1d6.
I'll roll your roll in secret. Okay. He levies his gun at you.
He points it at me.
Yes.
I've
With
got
my
you in my
second
sights.
action.
I won't make a diplomacy check in action.
Huh?
I won't make a diplomacy check in action.
It's banter.
Yeah, it is banter.
Yeah.
So if you were using something special, wait, that plus D6, is that you natty or is that something special that you just did?
I always get that as long as I have a resolve.
So if you just
point
did not use like a feat or ability, I'm going to say that was banter.
Yeah. Okay. I say understood, and I do a double move to get as close to the door as I can.
You actually, I counted it out. You can make it around the corner.
Okay,
There.
I do that.
You
What
are
about
still
those
on-
zombies?
He skirts past them. They're not able to get past the belt, and he's able to step off of it very quickly. It's not really a problem.
Okay.
I counted it. So next up is the bounty hunter, and he moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
And let's see, where is that distance tool you guys are using? I don't ever.
That's
It's the one that looks like a
ruler.
ruler.
Oh
Yeah,
god, I've
that
never
looks like
used
a
that. I
comb
always let you
to
guys
me.
do it.
There you go.
Looks like a comb to me.
Yeah, it
Looks
kind
like
of
this
does.
guy's
Yeah, it does
actually
kind of look like a comb.
looks like this guy's actually closer, and he shoots at him.
No.
He shoots at who, me?
No,
Oh,
the
much
last
better.
remaining yellow guy gets a hit, and for damage, it's low. It's low. Maybe he lives.
He
What's his
wasn't
stat?
bothering anybody.
Oh no, he did. Right through his head, despite cowering. And this guy slumps in his corner there forevermore. Next up is hey Rye, you're up again.
I say, thanks for the head start, and I disappear.
Done. Okay, you sprint down the hallway. You actually meet up with the party as they are all considering what the black abyss before them.
Is there feet? Is there a little bit of distance in front of them?
No, I mean you can go into the black abyss.
Pass.
All right, so what happens is you sprint down, clothes flying from like the tatter from the exploding box of gears, and you line up to your lineup of guys who you recognize pretty immediately. And before you guys, it cuts into like it starts to bisects the factory walls. Is just a black wall that fills your entire vision for as far as you can see. Up, well, down is the floor. Left and right is just this black wall. And that is where we will pick up next time.
As I arrive, I just go, oh, he's coming. Roll credits.
Does anyone have anything else to say before we send off our viewers?
Yeah, Milla looks at both Rye and Brawl. Are you guys covered in brain matter?
Not mine.
I just kind of like.
Huh.
Oh, What did you just kind of do?
That was pretty fun.
So I just like look over my shoulder at like my back, my left-hand side, because that's the side the guy who got exploded on was to me, and I just kind of like brushed off a bunch of nasty juice.
Gross. All right. With that, we will pick up literally next time. We will start with your goddamn spaceship, give or take some fluff. So we will definitely get you to your spaceship, and then we can get into the next bit where this campaign opens up to more free form, assuming Krellis doesn't kill you all.
He's trying.
For our viewers, we'll be back at it again next Tuesday. We will have a couple of odd sessions coming up, which are going to be non-campaigny. We'll do a couple of, and I don't have dates for them yet, but we're going to be doing a couple of like Starfinder tutorials kind of that we'll do on Twitch and eventually make their way to YouTube. And also I'd like to do, if we can, an interview. I'd like to do one on Twitch. I know we did Miller's Off. If you want to even redo it, because I know you had some things you might want to touch, I say we just redo it. We do all of it.
I mean, I was not in character, you know.
That's fine. We will stream all of the interviews soon. We'll do them like once a week just to give us some that bonus. That bonus. I don't know what's gonna come up, but we'll try and do one this week if at all possible. It might not be on mine. I'll let you guys know, and we'll advertise on Discord and where else, Facebook and Twitter. You can find our contact info below us right now. And for now, I just want to remind you, never split the party.
Yeah, Patrick.
Fine.